Hi, I'm Nick Wallander, the MD of SA Florist, known affectionately in the office as the King Protea. SA Florist began a few years ago, 2011 I think, when my mom was battling, as a number of other independent florists were, to compete online. If you look at the industry and you look at flowers as a product, they actually are the ideal product to buy online. I mean, if I wanted to send flowers to my wife, for instance, you know, as much as I'd like to, it's often cumbersome to have to get in your car, drive down to the florist or the store, pick out a bunch of flowers and then have them delivered. It's really much easier to log onto a website. You know what roses are, you know what chrysanthemums are, you can see pictures of what you're buying. So while there is a degree of trust, it's certainly a product that lends itself to online purchases, and that's where my mom was really struggling. She was finding less and less feet, less and less phone calls because people were just shopping more and more online. So we had the idea for an online marketplace, which takes a bit of a different view to the traditional online retail store. It provides a platform for independents, in this case florists, to come and show their wares and load their own products at their own prices, and we would look after all of the hairy stuff like the technology, like SEO, digital marketing, and all of the things that generally scare smaller players off, and let them focus at what they're good at. So the Internet of Things in our books speaks largely to the maturity of e-commerce shoppers. And in South Africa we find that although internet penetration is fairly low, those that do have access are actually quite mature by world standards. So customers are not really that interested in being told what they have to buy these days and when it will be delivered. They're much more interested in finding out what's available, a little bit more behind the product, about where it came from, who they're supporting actually when they buy that product. They're more conscious about their purchases. They're much more interested in where that money's going. And they don't want to be told it can be delivered in 2 days or it's going to be delivered in 3 days. They're much more interested in hearing what the delivery options are. So we focus very heavily on providing customers with a number of products from a number of florists in the area, and a number of delivery options. We have and we are continuing to make a really big name for ourselves in the flower business. Valentine's Day is just around the corner, as everyone knows, and it's obviously the biggest day for us and our competitors, but most importantly for our independent florists. We've put an amazing range of beautifully crafted Valentine's Day flowers and gifts together. If you log on to saflorist.co.za, you'll see them front center. And why not support the small guy this Valentine's Day instead of the usual?